quite right. We just finished our third annual study with the Boston Consulting Group, QED and BCG, and it looks at global fintech en masse. And you're quite right, despite some of the names, despite Revolut and Monzo and Adyen and ClearScore, names that some of your listeners might be aware of, fintech is only 3% penetrated. So financial service revenues worldwide is over $14 trillion. And fintech is only 380 billion. Now, fintech, though, is growing much faster than the incumbent banks and insurance companies. So fintech's growing at about 21%, whereas the incumbents are growing about 6%. So that 3% is rapidly going to get bigger, and over the next 7 years, at that rate of difference, it'll be 10% penetrated.
The industry has seen a lot of fragmentation over the years, and your report paints a picture for us, comparing it to Swiss cheese, lots of holes remaining. From what I saw, it was very easy almost to create a billion-dollar business model by just connecting up pieces of the pie. Is that still happening?
Well, fintech is winning because it has better experiences. So Revolut has 50 million customers. Klarna has 140 million customers. These companies are winning. They're well managed. They have really good unit economics. They have net promoter scores to die for, and they have technology that consumers really love. But yes, there is Swiss cheese. Certain parts of fintech are growing faster than others. For instance, insurance is growing more slowly than payments. And I think we're going to see across the board fintech continuing to make rapid gains. And where fintech now is established, it now has built moats around the business models. For example, buy now, pay later is Klarna and Affirm and Pay Later. Those companies now are in dominant positions. We have C2C money movement is Wise and Remitly.
Nigel, I love this conversation, and I know Karen's a massive advocate of fintech as well. I am too, but
good for you.
But I see flaws, and Karen mentioned one of them without getting to the killer line. If you don't mind me saying, you said, all these companies creating billion-dollar business models. They're not creating billion-dollar business models that are necessarily making money. And you mentioned Klarna as well, so why don't I just dive in? The CEO of Klarna hates me, by the way, because I see issues with the whole BNPL and I don't like it. But Klarna's losses, net losses, more than doubled in the first quarter. Their losses more than doubled in the first quarter. More consumers failing to pay as well. This is an announcement we had